Welcome back everyone, this is Jarek Terajaki. Since last video, leveled all my characters up to level 30. Here are their stats. As you can see, I got everybody's crit up to 100. I did so by using the dragon equipment, synthesizing it up to the deadly knife, which gives a plus 30 crit, and the arbitrary cloak, which gets a plus 25, along with my 2 random rings, equals 100. So, oh, and a tip for that, I had to go into the arena, get up to tier number 5, and I had to do the Hunter's Guild targets up to number 2, because when I did the Dark Lord's mission, I forgot to grab the stone that lets you understand the language of the Lemurian people, I think it is. So when I went to there, it's the only place you can buy dragon equipment, and they wouldn't be able to speak to me. I couldn't understand him, I mean. And so I had to go through all the arena, which was fine because I needed to level up anyway. And then I killed a bunch of evil eyes and savage demons, and I forgot what the other creatures were, but I got all the synthesis materials while I was leveling up, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now I won't ever have to buff my party, and I should be able to take this guy out in 2 turns with every hit being a crit. So here we go. Oh, I also got a few more spiny eels. All I need is 2 turns of him not killing my whole party. Genius the first turn, automatic attack the second turn, etc., etc. Oh, yeah, I guess I did forget that. I forgot to level the skill, or learn the skill to do 3 times the amount of damage. Which is advanced item boost. That was the reason why I got up to level 30. So it's good to learn it. I may be able to set up a macro for the spiny eel. I think I'll do that before this battle, since there's only 1 enemy to target anyway. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And I just did it. One boss to go, the Dark Lord. I think there's a teleporter. Yep. Let's go resurrect and run back to the Dark Lord. This is just about as powerful as an engineering party can be without leveling up. Oh yeah, they can still suck the life from me. Anybody else think they remind you of Dementors from Harry Potter? I wonder if Andrew Walker and the crew thought about that when they created those guys. I know they said they didn't think people could get past them, so they put them in there so that you'd have to get the Staff of Sorrow and Folly. But I don't know. I mean, is that true? I'd love for the creators of the game to comment on that, and if they tried to get past them, because it's not too hard. But it is a pretty cool idea. And yeah, I can't wait for the expansion to come out. Honestly, I'm looking forward to Last Dream 2. I'm a kind of guy where I love starting at level 1 and working your way up. And so expansion games usually aren't my thing because you start at a high level, and it's kind of weird story-wise for random monsters to be more powerful than like end game bosses on the first game, and it doesn't really make sense for the whole world in that sense. In fact, one of the only expansions that I thought did really good was Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Amn. You know, you played the first game, you're fairly weak, you start at level 1. The second game you start at level 6 or 7, but it's still a very strong sense of progression of power, and Sarevok is still pretty powerful. But yeah, anyway, that's probably my favorite game of all time. And the expansion of that game itself, Throne of Baal, was really fun too. Although I thought that took it a little bit far with the high level abilities. But anyway, Last Dream, it's in my top 3 games. Just because I've played it for so long and I keep finding things to do. I mean, the only game I think I've played longer than this one would be an MMORPG. I played EverQuest for a while. Okay, 32, Jarok, Teal'c, Leo, and Spearum. And if anybody's wondering, my character names are all from playing D&D. Jarok was my first character when I was 12 years old, on EverQuest actually. He was a druid. But Teal'c was my half-halfling bard. Leonathorn was his father, and Spearum was the bad guy. From the DM campaign that I DM'd, D&D campaign I DM'd in high school. And hopefully I've won some rewards and you'll get to see Teal'c in a future Last Dream game. And maybe Statue of Jarok. Okay. I think I'm set. Just walk in. I'm a little nervous. Just throw spiny eels on him until he falls apart. And hopefully he doesn't cast Atomic Flare on the first try. This guy has a lot of attack options, but a lot of them don't kill the whole party. So he should actually be easier than Helios. But I did get pretty lucky on the randomness from Helios this time. If you remember last video, I tried maybe 20-30 times. Couldn't beat him in 3 turns, but I did manage to beat him in 2 turns. Oh yeah, giant killer. It just doesn't get any better than that. I mean, 1 round, 2 rounds, he's dead. Don't do it, man. Oh yeah, I just crushed him. He did 40 damage to my party, my level 1 party. Well, not level 1. My party that I did not level up at all. Ability score wise. Well, that's it. I've done it. It was fun. I think I could do it on hard mode. I don't know. I don't think I could do it on very hard mode. There was no sacrifice in what you did, Gabriel. I have seen visions of your life, and it has been nothing more than a madman's holocaust. I only lament that your death did not come soon enough for the many of the innocent Terrans that you murdered. You stabbed Gabriel in the heart. No! I really like the line that he says at the end. As Gabriel's soul leaves his body, the evil taint is also removed. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I spent the great portion of my existence feverishly pursuing immortality, and yet, like all others, here I lie, losing my breathing grasp on Terra. There must be some inherent suffering in immortality, yet isn't there inescapable suffering in living? I assure you I am as lucid as ever, aware of my atrocities, and most ruefully aware of the absence of a meaningful result. What lesson is there in this? I have been a living Alexandrian. Ooh, I just found a typo. How did I not see this? I beat this game 20 times. I have been a living Alexandrian. Oh no, that's not a typo. That's me late at night, not understanding the full context. I thought he had been living in Alexandrian life. Anyway, back in character. I have been a living Alexandrian library, which you have now burned to the ground. I do not blame you for this, but for my embers, know this. Existence and death are insurmountably cruel in their mystery. This might be the only opportunity to get home. I better get out of here. Well, that's it. Now it's time to, I wish there was a fast forward for this ending. I've seen it a lot. But hey, I'll just keep hitting the X button, or the A button here. And hey guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any other ideas of a video series that you'd like to see from me, let me know. If not, I'll try to think of something else to do. Hopefully there'll be another competition that I can try to win. Alright, this is Jarek Terzaki signing off. Thanks for watching.